Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear colleagues, when we talk about improving our community health in Pakistan, we often look at international reports and global data. But the real change begins when we start looking at our own communities, our own numbers, and our own realities. Our focus today is simple but powerful. How can we use local research, our own data from Pakistan, not just for publications, but to truly transform community health? We shall explore how local data in Pakistan can be more than just statistics. It can be transformed into sustainable, evidence-based health practices that directly improve our communities. Outline of our today's journey, our walkthrough roadmap. We won't just talk theory. We shall see real examples and learn how to apply them. By the end of this lecture, you will understand why local data matters. See concrete examples and learn how to translate research into practice. This is not just theory. It's about what we can do as clinicians, researchers, and policymakers in Pakistan. Global guidelines, especially from the USA and West, often recommend costly drugs or diagnostic protocols that many of our patients cannot afford. So here is why local data matters. Local realities are the family support, dietary patterns, rural and urban differences. These change the way diseases behave and the way interventions succeed. Without local evidence, we risk applying solutions that did not fit our people. So let's have the case study number 1, infectious diseases. Pakistan has one of the highest TB burdens in the world. Local resistance data showed that imported protocols were not sufficient. So research from our labs and hospitals informed adjustments in DOTS Plus programs. As this resulted in more rational use of second-line drugs, better adherence, and improved cure rates. So the takeaway from this case history is, without our own resistance data, we would have continued treating blindly. The second case study of non-communicable diseases to highlight why local data matters. We know in Pakistan, diabetes often appears at a younger age than in the West. Local registries like Bakai Institute Registry revealed that obesity and diet patterns were stronger risk factors here. That evidence shifted practice. Instead of waiting until middle age, we now advocate for screening at younger ages. Culturally relevant diet advice, like relevant diet in terms of replacing fried foods with baked options, came from these insights. This is how data translates into real change for communities. Let's see the case study number 3, maternal and child health, to see how the local data matters. Pakistan's maternal mortality problem is not only medical, it's social and systemic. Surveys showed that the three delays, delaying decision to seek care, delay in transport, and delay in receiving care, were major contributors to the high maternal mortality ratio. Local interventions like the Lady Health Worker Program, setting up maternity waiting homes near hospitals, and SMS reminder for antenatal visits came directly from this data. These were cost-effective and community-driven. Now let's have the case study number 4, preventive health. One of our greatest challenges has been polio eradication. Studies in Pakistan found that resistance was not due to ignorance alone. It was linked to mistrust, rumors, and cultural concerns. Local solutions like involving respected community leaders and faith figures were key in improving acceptance. So the lessons from case study number 4 is prevention only works when the community is part of the solution. So from data to action, there must be step-by-step journey. From data to analysis, to pilot projects, to national adoption. Research must not end at publication. I repeat, research must not end at publication. It must pass through translation pathways. Clinically, local antibiotic resistance data has led to hospital prescribing guidelines. At the community level, maternal health studies led to Lady Health Workers Program. And at the policy level, we see the national hepatitis B and C prevalence studies. It led to national screening policy. So at each level, clinical, community, policy, and system, it needs data-driven evidence. What are the barriers in using local data? Our biggest problem is not lack of research. It's lack of coordination and application. We have excellent researchers, but poor systems to translate findings. Many excellent theses and studies remain unpublished or published but ignored by policymakers. Funding is skewed towards donor-driven priorities. Call for systemic changes to integrate local research into decision-making is there. May I ask, how many of you have done research that never influenced practice? Share in the comment sections below. So building the bridge, what is needed? This is where you, medical students, residents, and young doctors come in. Research is not only for publications, it's for changing lives. Research is not only for academic promotion, it is for building healthier societies. So encourage cross-institution collaboration and pushing findings into real-world application. What's the Pakistan potential? Despite challenges, Pakistan has immense potential. Pakistan can lead not only in generating data, but in transforming it into global models. Our diversity means our research is globally valuable. COVID-19 showed we can conduct meaningful, real-time research that influenced vaccine campaigns. If nurtured, local research can lead global innovation. So the take-home message will be, local research is more than data. It is the catalyst for practical, evidence-based actions that improve community health by turning insights into applications. We transform inspirations into lasting impact. Each of us has the power to make our research matter. From data collection to real-world change, that is our duty. If we want healthier communities, we must let local research drive reality.